Good morning, America, United Kingdom, and where else around the world?
Worlds, plural.
Worlds.
40 days.
Worlds.
We're
We are
being watched all over the place.
Doing
Ooh.
CERN today, along with some spiritual battles.
Well, the two go hand in hand because anytime they've had CERN up and running, we had to go into spiritual
We've
battles.
had battle, yes.
Yep.
I've got the scars to prove it. But they're all internal.
You got the stars to prove it?
I got the stars to prove it.
So King and I are having a Mandela effect. We woke up and thought it was St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. Now we
found
actually
out it was not.
Now I'm in the middle, so we actually kind
So
of.
we just decided that we were moldy Oreos.
There you go.
The gray inside. Totally against who is it, Nabisco, who made Oreos that can last forever.
Is that Nabisco?
I don't know about that.
Good morning, Bets and Katrina. All right, did you want to go ahead and start?
Well, since
Discerned.
Okay, Discerned is going to speak. First of all,
Hold on, wait. She's got to speak.
I'm gonna briefly request a BLT from the baby. So
Yes, I would like one too.
side order a tater salad.
Can you hold the
tater tots on the side?
Can you hold the B for me?
Hold the beef.
The B.
She's anti-bacon. Breaks my heart.
She's anti-bread.
I'm not the Baconator. All right. Well, actually, let's start with this. Today is August the 14th, which Jupiter aligned with Mars along with all those retrogrades, which is a good thing. If any of you guys remember the fifth dimension from 1969, I believe it was. So it's even more than 17 years. 1969, they sang about today, when Jupiter aligned with Mars. So this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, which is love. So what I decided is maybe we could do a beautiful little prayer of protection, since we're talking about CERN. What was their motive? Talking about spiritual battles. So I think it's probably a good idea. And you don't have to believe in a religion. So you can believe in a creator, you could believe in a higher source. So I'm not taking any other religion. I'm just doing a prayer for all of us. Also, maybe do a couple breathings while we're doing the prayers. So we're going to send that beautiful, clean prana into our hearts and releasing it out to the world, so we can start the love fest. And there's Dennis, got a lot of hot air. Look at that radiating love. Go, John, radiate it. All right. I love it. It feels so good. I feel it from here.
I can feel my expansion, but I don't feel it all inflating.
You did a great Jupiter invitation. Yeah, Jupiter is expansion. Going outside of the box, doing everything that is not constricted governmentally, mentally, spiritually. You are actually going up to a higher level, where Mars is it could be of war, but it also could be of action. So if we're expanding in a good way, it's a beautiful way of spreading it out, of abundance, prosperity. This is what everything is turning. And also, Jen, like your oracles today of using your voice now, because you're actually manifesting, expanding everything out. So
yep.
It does correlate with what you said today. And also, I just wanted to make a note. Today's oracle, you pulled a card that was number 13 of love.
Yeah.
Your timestamp was 1313.
I know. I don't plan it that way.
No,
so.
It wasn't planned. That's why I said, oh my God, this is a wonderful day.
It's today. Really happening.
It's really happening, guys. It's really happening. So let's just, if you don't want to agree with this, you can mute or just sit out for a little bit until we're ready to come back in, if that's okay. All right?
Okie dokie.
to our Divine Father, Creator, Source, to all the angels, all the ascended masters, to all the archangels, and to our guides. We thank you for all the beautiful guidance you give us, even though some of our challenges are difficult because we do have to go over this and pull out all the trauma. We thank you for the gentle and the mercy and the compassion that you give us while we go through this. We ask for comfort for people who are sick, for people who are who lost loved ones, who are grieving. We even of pets that have been going out and leaving us at this time. We know that the big change is coming, and some of them are getting ready to work on the other side. And we also thank all the beautiful angels who are battling above and below, and all the armies, all the white hats, military that are helping us open the truth here above, as well as these beautiful light workers that take their own lives into their own hands and don't show fear over these deep state people. Bless them all. And to us here who are here on the live chat and are here on the roundtable, thank you for shining your lights and spreading the light around the world. So as I'm doing this prayer, I just want you guys to inhale good, beautiful love to your heart and send it out to the world. And we're going to send peace and love, first of all, to our country, the North America, South America, and Central America. Let everybody on these continents feel the love today, feel the light. Inhale again and exhale. We'll go to Africa. Give everybody who has been struggling there the light and the compassion, know that they are going to be fine. To the Middle East and to Europe. Inhale and send that love out there. We have European brothers and sisters that are here on this live chat watching us. To Australia, to Japan, to all the islands that we know and don't know. Even Antarctica. Let's give love there to Antarctica and send it down through to the Middle Earth. And let's bring it all back here and send love to our live chat family here and to their families and extended families. And we say this in your glorious name. So be it, and so it is. Thank you.
Okay. Beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm tired now. I'm going to bed.
Okay.
Oh, you're supposed to be breathing all the time. It's not just during this time.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm
We
sorry.
just started
I
today.
held my breath and I was starting to turn blue.
He just started today. Okay, in, out, just in case. I'll get you a note. Let's put it on a stickum pad.
You'll give me a note.
Mm.
Do I have to take it to the principal?
Nope.
All right, CERN. Discern and concerned.
Yes.
Yes,
I'm just
reaching.
reaching for the
Yes.
stars.
He's Jack Reacher for the stars.
Let's see. That's for the spiritual battle. Let's start with the CERN. And everybody noticed that the you should have gotten a pic of the logo of CERN,
Well,
which
yeah, Jen
is
said I cheated and I got the same picture she did.
666 logo. I've got what they were researching supposedly, and whatever experiments they were supposedly telling us they were doing, but I have a feeling that that's not all correct.
Well, from what I got, They have 23 members, states, that help put this together.
Thank
And
you,
if you,
concerned.
yes, I'm discerned. Concerns above.
There's your
Confusing.
666.
Yeah, if you see it, it looks like 666. And do you know it took 7.5 billion euros, and I believe euros is valued higher than the dollar, so they put more than $7.5 billion into that. What do we call it? Fusion collider.
Collider.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
over 100,000 scientists joined in. And sometimes when you have that many scientists, there are certain scientists that only work on one part, so they don't know what the whole program is all about.
Right. And so their ultimate all over their intention. So we can talk about what their intention was to create this thing. So
Mhm.
they were in search for what they call the God particle. Nadia has the fancy word.
Fancy word. The collider, you mean?
Yeah.
Or the neutrino?
Yeah. Neutrino.
It's had nutrition. Have something to do with nutrition for the collider?
No, I wish it was
Neutrino?
like that. Well, neutrino actually, how it came about was, well, let's start talking about where it's located first, because when you get into the neutrino, it's amazing how it came about.
Hmm.
First, half of France and half of Switzerland, the Geneva, and the first thing that caught to my attention is that why they go to the Geneva Convention as a part of the CERN program.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can vip you that question later, but in 2007 and 8 they made this 17-mile circle between France and Switzerland, and that's how fast where the particles go. There it is, between France and Switzerland.
And I believe that they want to expand it.
Well, they're trying to make it go much more quicker, because that collision that happened
Mm-hmm.
in 2022, no,
You
I
mean they
forgot.
want it to go faster?
They're making it go quicker to break it down even more, because they want to find out how to study the black matter and ghost matter.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, when they collided that first collision, that energy will last till 2025.
Yeah.
So they wanted to go again and make that collision last till 2048, I believe. But what came out of this also was World Wide Web. In 1989, Tim Berners-Lee created the World Wide Web through this science project to have us all connected. So, can I pull a Vippy real quick?
Oh.
I don't know. You can probably push it out there.
Because when you things that make you go
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we all know that
Are you thinking the same thing I'm thinking?
is he from the Lee dynasty?
No, that's not what I was thinking.
You remember how there's 13 football family,
Yeah.
and one of them is the Lee family, which I never understood how they had one name that doesn't match like the others.
Just blame it on my Lee. It's his fault.
It is Lee, yeah.
Just don't blame it on Bruce.
And who? And
Bruce.
King of Cup?
Bruce.
Branner? Speaking of
Lee.
the Hulk, who's Bruce?
Bruce Lee.
Oh, Bruce Lee. Okay. Well, because believe it or not, this collider is the beginning of the marvels of the Flash. He got involved in one of these collider incidences, which made him the Flash.
Yep. He's a younger generation. The Knight and Page. Absolutely. So it's generational. And then I pulled the world card and they told me to use this deck. Look at this circle. Sometimes it's an eyeball, but look at the circle going around. Yes,
my
he
God.
was a part of that family.
All right. I'll
Another page comes through. So they're manifesting this through multiple younger generations. So it's not just the Lee family. So they're in cahoots with the other bloodlines as well.
exactly. That's part of that whole group. When you showed that world card, Jen,
Mhm.
can you put a clarifier on that? There's a map that looks like that from a country. We were just talking about it, and I'm trying to remember the name. Guam.
Guam.
Is there something connected to Guam from that CERN company?
But I thought Guam was too overpopulated and it started to
He was
tip
going to tip
over.
over.
Guam? If everybody looks to the left, that's the World Wide Web. Hmm.
I think it's mirrored something else, something similar to Guam, because you have the Two of Wands here.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a mirror card. Now, it's interesting that that base card, when pulling on the Lee family with all those generations and
Mhm.
whether, creating the World Wide Web, this says that he stole that information but took credit.
Well, yeah, we know these people.
That doesn't surprise me.
It could have been a Tesla information. All right, so they tried to make it go like 11,000 times a second, which was the speed of light. That's what they said about this collider.
Hmm.
Um, okay. So in July 2022, a mysterious crack appeared. I think I send that one to you? A crack appeared in the collider that opened it to the sun.
I don't have the crack. I don't have a crack.
No
Nope.
cracking? Let me see if I
I
took a
do. My
picture.
plumbing days are over with.
No cracking, huh? Let me see. I think I took a picture of it. I hope I did.
Better not have.
Okay, I think I did. Here it is. Who shall I send it to?
Well, send it to Concerned. Very
Concern?
concerned.
Okay. I'll send it to Concern.
And then she'll send it to me so as I
I
reach
can
for
send
the
it to you
stars.
directly. I'll send it to both, whoever gets it first. How's that?
Okay.
So this
Don't say
mysterious
it.
crack appeared, and it was open for 14 hours, which allowed solar winds to come in that made new quarks, which is the breaking of protons, the pentaquark, tetraquark, all the way down to a neutrino. I think it was kind of planned. It's called the correlating interaction region from the sun. I mean, they already came with a name. It was a mysterious crack, and they already came with the name of it, you know?
Which will lead me to a Vippy question.
Ooh, go for
Oh,
it.
it's the Vippy day.
Yes.
There.
Did it put a crack in our electromagnetic field?
Mm.
Did it put a yeah, I feel a strong yes, but did it put a crack in our electromagnetic field? There's
Yep.
more to it. Yeah, there is, but there's something else to it. Huh.
This is back in 22.
Yes.
Isn't that about the time we started experiencing more and more earthquakes and volcanic eruptions?
And maybe more Mandela effects also?
Well, definitely
Yeah.
timeline jumping. Yeah.
Yeah. The magician comes in here. So there is a whole lot more to it. And then with the lovers. So that's contractual. There's a lot. I think that our time shifts change. The electromagnetic field has a lot to do with that.
Speaking of
No, it's my
that,
understanding that the White Hats had taken over.
I didn't get anything about it yet, about the White Hats actually taking it over. What I did find out was, all these myths of what people believe, that they call them myths. So guys take that with a grain of salt. But this person, 13-year-old boy, and I love his name. His name is Max Laughin.
Max
Laughin. Did you see that anywhere, Jen, when you were working on it?
Mm-mm.
This
Max
13-year-old
laughing.
boy who has the deeper knowledge of quantum physics, 13-year-old boy, talked about them opening up portals into parallel dimensions, and that's why we start multiverse.
Well, that would make sense. Now, uh, King said something about the white hats taking over. That's correct. Wheel of Fortune against the deep state. So it started reversing everything that they had been doing.
But is the reversing what is causing us to have confusion?
Yes.
Yes. Yep. Three of Swords. So it's a feeling of loss and disappointment. Something's missing, basically. Temperance. We need to be patient because we're divinely protected, but it does make us squirrely in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Not that we needed any help
Hence,
with that.
hence, here I am.
Yeah. Six of Cups comes in, and that's about nostalgia and those childhood memories may not quite be. They're saying that they weren't what we thought they were. Yes, they were. We talk about Mandela effect. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I wrote,
Yeah.
Mandela effect. So some of the things they believed, the public believed, CERN said it was all fabricated. Some believed that they are openings to a portal into another dimension.
Mm,
Some believe that they are bringing demons into the gateway,
mm,
and that's why we want to do spiritual warfare also. And some believe that they opened a portal to a parallel dimension that had an original timeline. The original time now is now multiplied, so we are all fractals on these timelines. So I wonder if
Check and see if CERN, this is my 50, if CERN actually turned at one point into a Stargate when they
okay.
opened up that wormhole.
well, the portal one is accurate. You're talking about summoning demons and things. That
No,
Two of Pentacles between timelines shifting. And yeah, the devil comes in with the hangman. So they release demons, but now they're in limbo here. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they came in not knowing they were coming in our portal to our world.
Yeah. All right. So let's do kings.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Strong yes. Strong yes. Ace of Pentacles. There's the Eight of Wands came quickly. High Priestess. So yes. Secret worlds, different dimensions, and that Two of Wands comes back in here. So yeah, it is acting like so they're kind of opening up a little bit of everything. Now, the base card on that is one of the reasons that this planet's going to face judgment. But it certainly got our attention. Of course, not everybody, not the people that are what we call the normies or whatever, maybe they didn't pay attention. But surely even the most asleep person has seen little changes. They probably just kind of laugh it off, but surely they have seen different
Oh, sure.
changes.
Yeah, but they probably are like, oh, I must have thought about it in a different way. They're not even paying attention that it was different.
Yeah,
But
they probably start doubting themselves and go, oh, okay, well, maybe I remember it differently. Yeah. Okay.
well, how about that mysterious crack that happened? Was that intentional by the deep state? That mysterious crack.
I'm getting a no.
Ooh.
I think their intention was evil, but they're still trying. The thief and the devil come in here. That's their intention. But immediately it changes. They lost to the good guys, and then the Mr. T card comes in here. So he had a lot to do with that as well.
Of making that mysterious crack.
Yeah, they had the intention of doing it, but like maybe we should specify the next question: have they sealed it?
Yes.
Was
Okay.
the so have they corrected it?
If they corrected that crack or sealed it.
I get yes.
I get a yes, but it's going to take a long time for that correction to subside.
Yeah, White Hat's still working on it. It's an ongoing process.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has started though.
I'm visualizing Gorilla Tape.
What are you visualizing?
Gorilla Tape.
Gorilla Tape, Flex
seal.
Seal. Flex
They're like
Seal
having-
will take care of it.
You have one white hat holding that crack, like, okay,
Yeah.
guys, run.
They just put
He
their
was the
finger in it.
plumber.
But they will be successful. The Four of Wands is celebration, so they will. So they know the process. It just takes a while. Do you want to explain where the crack is exactly? Skipper's a little concerned.
No, I put it.
It's just
I put it.
right underneath his house.
Skipper doesn't know where the crack is. Okay.
Okay, go to the mirror.
We have to
Turn
send
around.
him a book.
I was gonna say, just look in the mirror, just turn around, and you'll find it. It's
Where
really
is
easy.
the crack? The crack
Release
would be
the crack
underneath
and-
Geneva.
Yeah. And then their idea, CERN's idea, was to look for the fifth force of nature, which is dark particle ghost particles. Ghost particles are no charge; they're produced in the heart of a star, and that's they're looking for the direct particle, which causes all of creation. So
Yeah.
that's what their intention was, but that's obviously a myth, because they told us it was.
Well,
Is there
wasn't
more than one collider? I'm just getting a download. Like that there's one underneath
Oh, it could be.
CERN.
So
Or
what were
another
you going to
CERN.
say, Jen? I'm going to check that.
I
but
was
what were
going to say, do you remember when Elisa was explaining to us that the stars are of the feminine creation and then the sun
Is the male?
wasn't the sun is the male and that is what fertilizes the star. Isn't that how she explained it?
I know stars they said was feminine, but
I'm going to have her back on and
Yes, you
ask
so
some more
you want to
questions.
know if there's another CERN underneath CERN or another
Yeah.
collider underneath the collider?
So if there's multiples.
That would say as above, so below. So does this Middle Earth have one? But that's okay. Is there another collider underneath this collider?
Oh.
Yeah, I get as above, so below.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, but a
Ace
smaller
of Cups and the Empress. So in Gaia, absolutely.
Does that one go opposite direction?
Ooh.
Underneath.
Yes.
I don't understand how, because they both go, one goes clockwise, one goes counterclockwise, but I'm getting it's
They're
going.
not connected together. You know that, right?
No, but I'm thinking one is offsetting the other. I don't know how, though.
Could be that they did that, and that's when the crack
What
came
is
about.
that? Justice?
And
Yeah.
they just changed the direction
It's-
on one of them.
It's offsetting it.
Yeah, the Six of Pentacles. So they work with each other. That's giving and receiving. So one goes one way, one goes the other. And when they master the timing of both of them, that's when they get victory. But I think it has to be an exact science to get it to that point.
I think that's why they're trying to find the fifth force of nature to get to that point. Thank you, white hats.
Yeah,
It's
it
time to
looks
find
like
your hippie.
a 5 of Pentacles is the base card. That means they have not been able to master them both at the same time yet. That's why we haven't had the catastrophes at the level that they wanted.
Dragonfly 17 says there's a CERN in Oak Ridge, Tennessee.
Oh. The Oak Ridge Boys made it.
It's that deep voice one.
That's where they find Elvira.
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 She came out of a portal,
Boom,
Elvira.
ba-boom, ba-ba, Elvira.
Boom, ba, boom. That's the sound
Y'all
of it.
came for a concert, but Jen's not doing the strip show today, so
In Tennessee, the proton sounded like that when it went around. Boom, ba, boom, ba, ba, boom.
Boom, ba-boom, ba-ba. We need Jay,
He's here.
but he's moving fences.
He's
I got his question started though.
it looks like that they've had a battle down there, but they don't have access to it anymore. So the good guys have that one too.
nice. Yep.
Yep.
He's doing defense.
Judgment comes in here. So that one's been taken care of.
That one's a Stargate. Now,
Nice. Do they have more than that one in Tennessee? Are there? Is it like smaller ones placed around every continent?
I'm getting the number 5.
Number 5. Number 5.
That would be number 9. Number 9. Number 9.
Well, that's 5 on our planet.
Oh, on your timeline.
In my time. Oh yeah, I'm not timeline jumper today.
Wow. Yeah. They were attempting, they were in the process. This is negative military, in the process of creating even more of them. But they have strategically been taken out. And you're correct, King. There's your 5. That's strategy. That's the good guys and the sun. So everything's divinely cared for now. So we don't have to worry about the bad guys having access.
You got the ring around your planet.
Now
Ring around my collar.
all of those atmospheric echoing sounds that we've had the last few years, and it kind of started around that time, was that because of CERN? I think we talked about it before. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm in a Mandela effect. But we also talked about that being a dome crack. Is CERN, did it help the dome crack? I didn't say it was down. It's just maybe there's a crack in it. Talk about crack. We're all on cracks today.
Did you guys hear about it? I forgot when it was, but everyone, when they signed the Antarctica agreement, they had everybody shooting nuclear missiles up at the firmament to crack it. Is that where the crack is at, or?
Well, God made it. You can't break it unless He wants it down.
You break, you pay.
They're paying.
Yep.
I'm getting it was cracked at one time, but it's been sealed.
Gorilla tape works all the time.
Oh, this is packing tape. It's clear.
I think Archangel Michael's sword acts as a MIG welder.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's talk about another one maybe. A human collider.
Hold on a second. I'm pulling
Okay.
on the dome.
No,
Sorry.
there is no Superman that we know of.
Death and Tower. Yes, it did. Absolutely. But very good discernment there, Nadia. Yeah. This is kind of one of my archangels. They came in chariot. They overcame it, and they're the ones that sealed it. So we would have divine protection. Yeah.
So my question now is
Oh, it's changed?
the Dome of the Rock? No,
Hmm.
I'm sorry. The Kaaba in Saudi Arabia. How the people have to go counterclockwise. Is there a
Yeah.
CERN underneath that?
Mecca.
Mecca.
I'm getting no, not there.
Not there. Okay, cool.
I mean, somewhere in Iraq is what I'm getting.
That's the Stargate. You remember?
Yeah, it's not in Mecca. It's not there. There's some that are secret. Let me pull on Iraq. Now, I do know that that's why we went into Iraq. Everybody thinks it's oil, but it was really for that Stargate. Wow. Yeah. Mecca, that's just an illusion. But Iraq is confirmed. But Iraq's only one of them because that's two of cups. There's another one.
Well, yeah, there's 5 of them total, right? We've
Yeah.
discovered 4 now. So
Well,
there's a 5th one somewhere.
but this one looks like with that card, I'm getting the download that they work in
In
tandem.
tandem.
Wow. Why that makes sense of why they want to look for the 5th force of nature if they have all 5 of them go.
Base card is High Priestess. They know these Stargates go beyond. Lots of secrets. Density is what they're after, different densities. Now, we need to remember when we talk about density versus dimension, density is physical, dimension is consciousness.
So I'm wondering, what is one of their intentions or what they already created for it to go outside of even God's realm?
Is that even possible? Everything is God's realm.
Well, let's see if there's go beyond. Ego, step aside. It just
The Twilight Zone.
it came into my head, so I have to ask it.
To leave?
What, delete?
You said it came into your head. Did you have to ask it to leave?
I will.
We'll get into spiritual battle in a minute. Okay.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry. I'm jumping the
setting it
gun.
up. It's a segue.
Oh, smack. Oh, I got chills on that. Okay, Dad. All right. Mm-hmm.
I love
God.
those.
God came in here and he goes, you're not coming to me. No, no, he put him in limbo. Absolutely not. Okay.
Awesome. I like that.
Did Jen get her life alert yesterday? I don't know.
Life alert.
KOW wants to know where you get a life alert. He doesn't take naps, so I asked if he's fallen and he can still get up.
Oh. Well, we have equipment on the farm now that'll help us get up. The state road or the Department of Highways where they're trimming all the stuff, trimming the trees and doing all the work. So our property is the only one big enough in so many mile radius for them to park their equipment. So we've inherited temporarily a tractor and a dump truck.
Wow, do they know people live there?
Yeah, they came and knocked and they said, we'll park it out of the way. And I'm like, fine, but I might use it.
I think Little Man
Park
might,
it in my driveway and I'll be using it on the road.
Exactly.
I think Little Man's like, this is awesome. If we
Yeah.
can
Yes.
use it and expand that little pond, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Little man says, keep the keys in it.
Exactly. Well, we were talking about big equipment today, and I said we were talking about an excavator, and he goes, "It's not an excavator; it's a digger." I went,
It's a digger. It's the redneckness. You gave him the books.
"All right, all right." Well, now that we've gotten off topic, so, do we want to get into? Well, I think we've established that the white hats, the good guys, the divine, have intervened, shut it down. Should we ask one final question on CERN, the physical device? Are they going to dismantle it?
She says, final
Good
question. Whoa! There's no final question.
And that would be all the CERNs.
Yeah.
I'm getting yes.
Mm-hmm.
Strong
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, moving out of troubled waters, 3 of Wands, looking into the future. Yes, for all of humanity, that's 10 of Cups. So yeah, we need to move to where it's about humanity, and that is not good for us. So those are good, strong yeses. We're going to be
Well,
okay.
Let's piggyback off of that final question that you said was going to happen.
Take it back. Okay.
If they dismantle it, did they already close off the multiverses? So we only have 2 timelines that we're dealing with now?
Yeah. It's been that portion has been closed off. Is what I get.
Wow. Yeah. Judgment to the evil, the other densities, that's the devil. So we broke free of those chains. Bad guys are not happy about it though, but oh well, because it closes off their way to travel back and forth.
Yep.
The base card is a white hat card, so that's good.
Awesome. So now we have 2 timelines basically right now. And remember how most of us, as we were waking up, were seeing this person's taken care of, this person's not taken care of, you know? Is it going to merge that we're all going to learn the same news at the same time, even though we knew it? It's going to be erased from us so we can know it at the same time.
I get yes.
I think that's what's going to
Yes, the whole world, absolutely.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to go into 1 timeline.
Temperance comes in, so we need to be patient about it. So it's going to take a while, but yes.
That's one of all of our biggest, what's it called? Tests, not tests. What do I want to say? Lessons to have patience.
Yeah.
Experiments. All righty.
So we can go into the spirit.
Once we can wake up to CERN, we'll be okay.
Oh, is that what it
It looks like you had your eyes
I'm
closed.
just having a nap.
I was on the other timeline. Why'd you wake me up?
It was such a great dream. I'll be looking for starring questions.
Okay.
So spiritual warfare, whether you follow the Bible scriptures or not, Ephesians 6:10 talks about putting on the full armor of God. I think that's very important. Now we know that that is metaphoric, but each piece does mean something. One of them is
and that's all preparation. That's not actually fighting the battle.
exactly. But
some people like to think that it's definitely fighting the battle, but it's not.
no, it's like the first step in setting our boundaries to make sure that we are divinely protected in our God bubble. That's kind of like the way we should look at it. To make sure that you're fully aligned with the divine creator first before you even step foot onto the battlefield, because you don't know what you're getting into.
Yep.
And that can be know your truth, know your God, know your divine creator, know your guardian angels, all the warriors of all the heavenly hosts. I mean, the list goes on and on. But the key word here is make sure it's divine. But your voice, talk about oracles, finding your voice and speaking it is a very, very powerful tool.
Mm-hmm.
And
Also,
not giving consent.
A lot of spiritual battles are what thoughts go in your head. So if negative wants to come in, they'll be playing in your head. If you know it's not yours, you can speak it out, like Jen said. However, I do want to have you guys know there's a difference. When you meditate or when you're doing your spiritual journey, when you're getting out of the dark night of the soul, a lot of negative baggage comes up.
Mm.
The more you meditate, the more you cleanse, the more you do humanitarian services, the more you think you're getting attacked. You're not. It's called it's karma acceleration. It's cleaning it out. So you think, why is everything bad coming to me if I'm a good person? If I'm
Yeah.
doing good, why is it? It's not. It's speeding up all the karma to clean you out. So make sure you know the difference between that
Yeah.
and spiritual warfare.
It's kind of like spiritually taking a stick and poking the hornet's nest.
Yeah.
You've stirred it up
Poking the
now.
bear.
You poke the bear.
Don't poke the bear.
Yeah, because I mean, I can remember, like, you would say, okay, I'm doing everything right. I'm meditating. Why is everything bad coming towards me? Why those rich people can do whatever and I'm still struggling? Well, you're still struggling because it's strengthening your spiritual lessons.
Hmm.
It's accelerating those karmas that was once there or the baggage that was once there. So once you know that, then we can go ahead and move into Christ consciousness.
Yes.
So if you are in your Christ consciousness, which is meditation, which is forgiveness, you're in a higher frequency, then you can't really get you can. I mean, they're going to keep poking the bear, but it's not as frequent as if you're not ready, if your aura is not strengthened.
One of the strongest things you can have is your faith. Is knowing who you are of the divine creator. Your faith alone will get you out of just about anything. Knowing that God, your father, is going to come in and take his belt off and chase off anybody who's picking on you.
Mm-hmm.
Saying.
Usually I got the bad end of that.
You got a hickory switch.
And I had to go out and find it myself.
Exactly.
Well, isn't that funny that the old word, what was it? I'm gonna whip the demon out of you, or what was it? They used to say. Yeah, I mean that's exactly why that was said. Because the dark energy, they also want your mind, so they will implant negative thoughts, or why did I think of that to this person? That's not like me. Or they will, if your aura is weak, if you're still going through traumas or depression, they can latch on and enjoy that negative energy that you give out. So there's two ways that they can actually spiritually attack you.
Well, even people with great faith, when the enemy knows that they can't take down your faith, they use distraction.
Oh, yeah, true.
So you can't stay focused on the divine creator in your purpose and humanity and loving. And so they'll just distract you. They're like, well, I'm never going to get that one. You know, their faith is too strong. So they just kind of wave sparkly things around, reach for the stars and go, look here, it's pretty.
There he is, right there. Stop reaching for the stars. Yeah. So yeah, they'll do that. But, this is one of the things, the temptation, fear.
Mm.
The more you fear during that whole pandemic or whatever, they brought your frequency so down that they can enter and instill more fear, more guilt, more sadness.
Which is worry. And then you come up with in your head 1,000 what if, but there is no what if. It is what it is. I know people hate that phrase, but be in the moment and go with it. You can be prepared, not worried.
Yeah. And even like normal day things become difficult. These are the things as you go up in your journey, you're like, why? I used to be able to do this. I used to be able to talk to these people. Now it's more difficult. I'll get easily angry because they want you to. That's the temptation, like that they want you to get angry because that's what they feed off of, anger.
Well, we've talked before about the microwave society and having everything at a touch of a button.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of two things and put them together. You have the rat race where you're in a slave mentality, work, 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 and you don't have time to do anything. But now, if you do want to do something, just push a button. There is no human connections anymore. I mean, it's dwindling down all the time. I don't have to go to the store. I'll let somebody drop it off on my door. I don't have to, I mean, pretty much anything's a touch of a button. They want to take that human connection away from you. Don't let it. Even if you don't want to get out and go, do it. Be in your community. Get to know people. People can't get off their phone long enough to look up and just smile at someone.
Oh my gosh, yes, that makes a difference. Actually, when I'm done with our group meditation, it says, now you can open your eyes with a big smile. And I do. I'm like, ooh, this is so, yeah, it's fun. So yes, that's why we keep saying, raise your frequency, raise your vibration, keep the vibes up, keep the love vibe up, because sometimes when you guys ask these questions about why doesn't this person attach to me or like me, what's your vibe? Are your vibe desperation?
And you also have to consider the fact that maybe your divine creator is protecting you to keep you from something negative you don't know about them.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. What's your vibe?
Yeah.
Your vibe could be higher than that person's, or that person's vibe can be higher than you. And if that person's vibe is higher than you really need to raise your vibe.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about like in desperation, or, this is all like think about. And that's the devil playing in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could it be this is why he doesn't like me? Is this why
when you're convinced that someone's impression or thoughts about you are everything, and I worry more about what God thinks of me, not what man thinks of me.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, when we started going through this awakening, and it was funny, I started the healing, and I was in the car with my mom and dad, and I go, and I know you guys say I'm crazy. And they're like, no, we never said, okay, think it. And they're like, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we might think it.
Yeah, but the thing is, it didn't matter because I know where I stand and I know who I am.
Exactly.
So
stand in your truth and don't let someone silence your voice.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's one little thing about the armor of God that I had a little problem with, Jen.
Okay.
He said, put your shoes on.
I know. But you're going to have to make an exception. After all, it is God.
Yeah, can we have like air gods instead of air Nikes? Because it is nice, peace. I love peace. We prepare for peace with others. But shoes, really?
Yeah.
Didn't they have like...
Well,
animals?
you never know. You might be doing battle in a cow pasture, and you do not want to step in that. I'm just saying.
Believe it or not, cow dung is high in the frequency. It actually is, I believe it's orange prana. It helps cleanse things.
Well, it does make your skin soft.
I saw on Instagram once that there's this tribe, and I can't remember where, and I won't be able to pronounce the name of it anyway. The more cow dung you have on your head, the prettier you are. I think it's bullshit.
Well, I guess I need to journey out today before Lee gets home. We're going to the pasture, the barn.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
We're going to get our hair done.
All right, King, before you sweep us off soapboxes again, you want to start questions?
Yep, we're going to have to. We got 11 showing in the stars section.
Okay.
Well, do you want to tell them what the spirit or the body of armor stands for, represents?
The body of armor.
The armor. So truth is the belt.
The belt of truth.
And then the breastplate of righteousness.
The helmet of salvation.
Helmet
the
of
sword of the
spirit.
Okay.
And What was prayer? Because prayer was one. Does it have a part of the armor or no? Because that was the seventh thing on the spiritual warfare. It just says prayer with the power of the spirit.
I don't think so. I thought that was part of the sword of the spirit.
Oh,
That
really?
words.
Well, this person, it's called "The Beat" by Alan Parr, Parr. He broke down seven parts of the armor.
Hmm.
So I thought it was pretty interesting.
The
Okay,
Sword of the
sash-
spirit,
the sash of prayer.
shoes of peace, shield of faith, helmet of salvation, sword of spirit, breastplate of righteousness, belt of truth.
Belt.
Isn't that it?
we'll put the gloves of prayer. That would work.
You did say helmet, right?
Yeah, helmet of salvation.
Yeah, that should be it.
That should be it.
That covers the front. What about the back?
You don't need it because we don't run away.
Oh,
Yeah, but they could outflank us.
No, they can't.
with a boomerang.
That's
So,
what I thought, Rocco. It's only 6. Yeah.
It's only 6.
well, someone added something. It must be the car.
Yep.
Anyway, also, what causes small auras? Because the smaller your aura, the easier they can come in. Depression. You may attach for a negative energy may attach to you. Not knowing yourself, not liking yourself. Because if you doubt yourself,
Yeah.
they can come in.
Yeah, how you view yourself. If you don't trust your intuition, your own faith, you doubt yourself, your perception of yourself is negative, you just open the door.
Exactly. And then when you always say problem after problem and you go, oh my God, another problem. Let me tell you about another problem. Well, you also open the door when you do that too. What was that?
I could have had a V8. I'm going to start off with Jay's question before I get to the others. Since he's moving fences, and I know he's temporarily here.
No, I'm trying to keep him longer.
I know. Missed you. All right. Is Mercury as a particle what is used to open dimensionals? Just curious.
Mercury,
Internet is choppy.
is Mercury as a particle?
Mm.
Mercury as a particle. Is it a name of a particle, not the planet? Is he talking about Mercury as a particle or the planet?
Or like liquid mercury or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Intangible, like the periodic table mercury.
Okay, like what was in the
getting
bag at the
yes.
yeah. Is it the red mercury? Like that? Mercury.
Not necessarily red
Okay.
is what I'm getting.
Interesting. Oh yeah, of course. Yes. It's a big yes.
Yeah. There's your 11 dimensional card there. Yeah, that's victory to different dimensions. But this is also something we should tread lightly with because you don't want to open the wrong dimensions. But that is for the divine. Those are strong yeses, absolutely.
Actually, the reason why they showed me a vision of you remember how we talked about the Tartarian free electricity?
Yeah.
They used magnet and mercury, and I wonder if that's what they used in the colliders.
Oh.
If we haven't done it already, please pause the questions.
Pause. Let's do pause.
Pause for now. Because I have a feeling we're going to zip through these.
They tried to, but using it for the wrong intention caused issues.
Wow, interesting.
Doesn't look good.
Okay.
Maybe that's what, remember our hieroglyphs of the Anunnaki carrying their man bags?
Hey, they're Gucci's.
It's coming back.
Sorry, I didn't realize. Yeah, King of Cups still carries one. Okay.
As he floats in the air.
He got a fanny pack.
Let's go with the next Marcy. Does the indigenous tribes, some of our ancestors, have a major role in getting things turned around?
Mm.
Do the indigenous tribes have a major role in getting things turned around? Spiritually. I'm going to tell ego to step aside because I think I already know this is.
Yeah, I get a very heavy yes. And the reason why they're heavy is
I get yeses as when they come together.
well, I see more of it like Hopi, the prophecies probably. They'll get them all together.
They're actually watching. They're kind of like cheerleaders for us. So they're big into getting us to use our voice. But you're right, group gatherings, judgment is a bunch of people and they're trying to get your attention. So they find spiritual ways to try to get you to wake up. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Because they have all the skills. So look at them as ascended masters. Magician card is kind of an ascended master to me. So yeah, they have all the tools and they're just trying to get you to, hey, talk to me. I'll help you out.
It's so funny because I see them also connected to the Middle Earth where all of it's going to be joined together. Like you said, the judgment.
Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dragonfly. Is the hummingbird that keeps showing up in the morning a spirit sign from my best friend that passed? She loved hummingbirds.
Oh, yeah. You know how my name is discerned? Use your the discernment is if you thought of her when you saw that hummingbird, then you already know that is that answer, right?
You got to trust your intuition.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, that's how she manifests because she's very one with nature.
Mhm.
Absolutely. She knows that that's how you will recognize her since you lost her.
Yes.
Yeah. But she says she has multiple forms that she comes in. But
Yeah,
at that moment, yeah. And I've noticed since I lost Michael, he comes in different forms.
but it's not the form basically. It's basically the thought of that person popping in your head when you see it. That's what I'm saying. You know it. Your intuition is there.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait until I'm a shapeshifter.
Thought you were.
Hot. A lot.
My shape is shifting all the time.
When I go to the right, it shifts. When I go to
Wait
the
till
left.
they get a load of me. Okay. Zababy, I'm carrying around a huge amount of anger for people in my family. I don't know how to get rid of it. Do the cards have any advice for me?
Actually, that's the guy. You know I'm going to say something, so baby. Oh, that's so funny. Maybe I'll say it after Jen pulls cards.
You just got to keep in mind that everybody has their own path in life. Your path does not control anybody else's, nor do theirs control yours.
Yeah, Spirit does have some advice as a baby. Unfortunately, you're probably not going to like it.
That's why I had to be quiet.
If you don't wrap this up, this is going to be continued burden for you. Okay? Because that's just weight and weight and weight. That's weight on your physical shoulders. You need to learn to watch from a distance. Right? There's your boundary issues. Okay. Give them time. You have sown the seeds that you need to sow. Let them deal with their contract. Okay. And then here's another good thing. When they are around you, and if you have to be there with them, kill them with kindness. Aren't you precious?
Could
Love
this
on them.
be could this be the lesson that she was destined to learn
Yes.
in
Yes.
this lifetime?
And unfortunately, the retrogrades are bringing it up very quickly.
Yep. Death to the old ways of dealing with it. It's going to be a slow process, but you will eventually get there. You have to look at everything in the divine light and know that it's worth it. Start with yourself. Are you angry with yourself? You got to start there.
Or start, why does it trigger you?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I told King this morning before we started, I like to pool. We have a pool at my dad's place, and I always open it so I can put my feet in it and do my gratitude and all of that to Mama Gaia. And I decided, let me meditate away and then put my feet in. Well, my sister comes down and says, "How long are you going to keep that open? It's been open for an hour." And I said, "Good morning, Lord of the pool cover. How are you?" I'm not going to let her trigger me because I'm trying to keep myself in a higher potential. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you could leave it off in laughter, you could do it off in walking away or sing a song. I mean, another song I sing is "You Gotta Know When to Walk Away," Kenny Rogers, because when you start singing that song and walking away, they get it.
You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
And know
Or
when to
come
walk
out
away
with, "Well, aren't you precious this
and
morning?"
know when to
Yes.
run.
Bless your heart.
Bless your pea picking heart.
Oh no, singing a song as you walk away is so much fun.
Yeah.
All right, Katrina, where did the red hair gene come from?
Mm.
From the father, of course.
Well, does everybody have Tartarian DNA in them? The
Oh,
red
here
hair,
comes that word again.
the Tartarians and
Oh, no, not again.
or
I'm
King
waiting for
Arthur.
the next sentence to be, did you know King Arthur had red hair?
That's what I said. I said, or King Arthur.
But Merlin did not.
Did he have hair?
Oh, he had hair.
That's why he wore his dunce cap. I mean, wizard hat.
He ever wore a wizard's hat.
Lizard hat.
Hey, lizard people.
Lizard hat.
Yeah, this is a divine gift. Absolutely. This is from God. So, yeah, absolutely. God did that. And I don't have an Anunnaki card coming in here.
Added a few
Aw.
freckles with that as well.
No, I don't think it was Anunnaki. I think it was Tartarians are not part of Anunnaki, are they?
No, but some of the Anunnaki had red hair as well.
Did
But
they?
everything comes back to the creator. He had to create everything first. So,
Dragonfly, does Mercury affect CERN?
We're talking about just like Jay's question, or is this the planet Mercury?
I'm getting like Mercury retrograde.
Oh. It may slow it down. Well, it's taken care of, so it really doesn't matter. But it does cause technology issues.
Yeah, that's true. So it does have a minor effect on the electronics of CERN.
I wonder if that's what caused the little crack in the collider.
I get that it speeds it up. It helps speed it up. Chariot's about quick moving.
Mhm.
But like I said in that other reading, I think they used it incorrectly because now it caused worry and it stopped the collider. It affected it.
we still pulling?
Nope.
I just don't know what the CERN is doing. Maybe she's just saying hi. I don't know.
Who's saying hi?
You.
Hugh?
Hugh
Hugh.
Hey,
Hugh?
Hugh.
Hugh?
is the word Hugh, man. Mean the light.
I like that.
Interesting. I get yes.
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 That's why they're all different colors.
Yeah. Absolutely. I love it. The emperor and the empress. Yeah. It is the highest statue of the human being because they're even higher than the kings and queens in the deck. So yes, it's divine. It's divine light.
I'm pulling your Vippy.
Whoa.
What did he say?
He's Vippy in it. Pass him the Vaseline.
Does
I got it.
does the name Jesus mean hey Zeus?
Yes, because they used to call each other in the old time, hey.
It's not Spanish. It's not Spanish Jesus, okay?
Does Jesus mean hey? Does Jesus mean Jesus?
That's been
I gotta
ping
know.
ponging around in my brain for a while.
I gotta know. Not I gotta know K-N-O-W. I gotta N-O. Gotta know. I gotta know.
No.
Yeah.
Nope. It's not. Sorry.
Well, no, that's okay. That's good.
Can you imagine that?
Sarah,
Hey, Zeus. Come on out to play.
what are true intentions of my hubby? I have a doubt there is some other lady in his life and he is cheating.
Mm.
Picture me as a gif of Homer backing away into the
I
hedge.
know. Are you ready to hear an answer? We don't know yet, but are you ready to hear an answer, Zahara? Because we don't beat around the bush here.
I'm stepping away from that.
See, it's always the divine masculine that does not like to get involved.
Nope.
I got a yes.
Okay.
Did she say yes before I should have said that?
All right. So you need to get to the bottom of the truth. Okay. That means you may have to confront him, but you deserve the truth. You need to stand up for yourself. So I simply said, is he cheating? Is there something there? In the future, you will find out this is a work in progress. Yes, that he's been doing this. There may be a child involved.
Ooh.
And it's eventually his true desire to start a family with her. Well, he has a child, but that means living a double life, so to speak. He's got one here and he's got one here. But this first card tells you what you need to do. Don't put up with that. That's your integrity, and you stand your ground. Defend yourself.
And Zahara, I want
all
you.
things hidden will be made manifest.
Yes, but I also want you to know, Zahara, your gut feeling is what you should put your faith in it because you already know you felt it.
Mm.
You understand?
I don't recommend going and saying, "Well, I know because the tarot reader told me," because he's gonna say, "I think you should be locked in a mental institution."
You're supposed to say you had this feeling for a while because it was brewing in you.
Yeah.
You started getting the feeling of it. So that's where you come from, not from our show.
Yep.
The king doesn't step on any toes.
And yes, we're praying for you
Hmm.
to do what is the right time and the right place for it.
You are deserving and worthy of true unconditional love.
Hmm. Yes,
Right. So don't start, what did I do? Is it my fault? Did I push you? Don't do that to yourself.
it's not you.
Renee has a question whenever you're ready.
Do it.
Okay. She says, my husband's side of the family is part Chickasaw, so we get their newspaper from Oklahoma. In the paper, it said they were working or partnering with the CDC. Her question is, why would they do that? Okay. The second part is,
What
my
is a
kids,
CNC?
the
CDC,
CDC.
Oh, CDs.
it's money.
Yeah, her kids carry the Chickasaw, so they get benefits. Like my daughter gets basically free medical insurance, and they pay for part of her college. They give very generously clothing grants to buy any clothes or shoes you want if you are in school. Thank you all. So, is there something nefarious going on here? Well, we
Between
always
the
know the deep state has had something out for indigenous people. So let's see.
so it's the tribal council
Yes,
with the government. Is that what
with the CDC in particular.
Okay.
Okay, I want to see is the tribal government nefarious first. Is the tribal government nefarious? Is there money involved? Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nefarious in nature and is in cahoots with the CDC.
Yeah, I'm getting one is money and the other is blood.
Power.
I'm getting
One is
blood at
power
the
and money, and the other is blood. Yes.
blood.
Um, yes, but I continued the reading, and the good guys have taken it over.
Yay.
Did they hold elections for a new council?
I'm curious to know because I got a very painful
Well, the CDC has been taken over.
CDC.
Yeah. This is Tower Moment, Wheel of Fortune. It's all been reversed.
Do you have a
Um,
female in that picture on your cards? There's a very
They always start
powerful
things,
woman.
don't they? Always starting things.
Money. There it is. Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah, see, money,
Yeah.
money, money.
But there's your white hat card. So it looks like they've come in and cleaned it up. Now, originally, they were after littles and to make everybody sick. So that's originally what it was going to be. It was going to be about money and littles, and I don't need to go any further. But it
Yeah.
looks like it's been cleaned up. The base card is Six of Wands, and that's victory. So that's a good thing. Okay.
Wake up. General reading on my husband, Dragonfly. He is whistleblowing today. Missing assets at work.
Is he doing the Andy Griffith theme song?
Can he whistle? Because I
We
can't
hope you
whistle.
whistle. And that is actually funny that you mentioned this. Like we said, the alignment of the planets, there are going to be way more whistleblowers coming out.
Because people are finding their voice.
Yes.
Yep.
And whistling. Oh, shoot. Your toys are out there.
Oh, wow. He is singing like a songbird.
He is
Um,
like a jailbird.
Yeah, so he's revealing secrets about thieves and liars. Um, fear of the unknown about his future because he is telling the truth. These are all swords, so it's about him using his voice. They are going to get together to discuss what to do with him, the higher ups, basically. There is a good chance he could lose his position.
I am sensing, and I think we've gone through this before, there were plans of whether or not he would retire. And I think he's made his mind up.
Yeah, if he gets fired before that age of retirement, I think that will benefit from unemployment for now. But I remember also they had a supervisor, someone come in and was interested, and I believe that was a white hat plant.
Mm.
So I think he'll be okay.
He's gonna be fine. There's gonna be work in the progress. He's got stuff built up, so he's going to be fine. So if
Yeah.
he needs to move on and overcome it, it's totally fine. He'll actually be emotionally fulfilled because the Ace of Cups is about not worrying. Your cup runneth over. He'll probably feel a lot better, but at least his integrity held and he spoke his truth.
Yep.
Exactly. Good for him.
Yep.
Let's see. Do we have the ability to think where we want to be and be there?
If you have
Always in
control.
my dreams.
If you have control, yes. It's like astral projecting. You
Well,
can
sometimes
do
it just-
this.
Sometimes it just pulled me somewhere where I don't want to be.
Where you
We
don't want to
we slingshot him across the wall.
I know. I kind of like
Do all
holding
these
onto my
things
bed.
trying to get away, but they keep dragging me back in.
Yeah.
I believe yes, but I don't think yet. I mean, I think she's thinking if I want to go to Hawaii, I'm just going to will it and be there.
Well, we're not there yet.
We're not there yet. That's a higher density.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are secret abilities. These are hidden gifts that we have. We just haven't activated them yet. These are more like wishes and hoping to manifest from a distance. We haven't mastered it, and I don't think we can do it here in the 3D. This is something that's going to come later. And then, yeah, telepathy, you will be able to just project. Yep.
But you know how much practice you have to have a clear state of mind?
Yes,
And we have
because
noise
you talk about you could mess that up really easy. I mean, you don't want an interference. You talk about spiritual battles.
Yeah.
You want to make sure your intention is good and you know
Yeah.
they don't get a control over that and send you somewhere where you don't want to be, like a non-existent South Pole or something.
Yeah, or I said Toronto, not Toledo. Yeah.
Last one for now. You can open up questions for about 10 minutes.
And I think you guys have some coffee stuff.
I
Do we?
don't.
No?
I don't.
That was my psychic ability. Oops.
Well, you didn't pop one in there for me, you know?
There's no coffee.
Maybe I didn't press send.
That must be it. Does my fur baby Anna have some eating to do or to say?
So meeting.
Some eating to say.
You could tell she was angry as she was typing it.
Does my fur baby Anna have something to say? I'm getting yes.
That's a good answer. Nice. You didn't reach that high for that star.
He don't know what it is, but yes.
Well, it's so funny because there's so much. It's telling the only one that it's not. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6.
Okay, so yeah, Anna has something to say. This is where you need to have hope and optimism. This is about healing. Okay. This is also coming from your star family.
Mhm.
This is patience. because you need to give it time. You're just, I want it now. You've got to stop that.
Mhm.
That inner fighting, that conflict, all those battles that you're dealing with right now, you have to give it time. It's not just gonna stop. So, yeah, should just be patient. That's one of all of us are going through patience testing right now.
Mhm.
I have no
Um,
patience. I'm not a doctor.
Looks like your grandson, Anna comes to see your grandson in the future. Yeah.
King of Wands said you missed one of his questions. I'm not sure.
Retype it in.
Retype it in, KOW. Also, when it comes to the Five of Wands that Jen pulled up, even though you say you're doing forgiveness and it's still in your back burner, you're not giving it 100% forgiveness. You're what do they call it? You're setting it up for failure. You're like, let me see. I want to see. Prove it to me that it's going to work. You
You don't
have
need proof. You just do it because you believe it.
you do it and you let it go, because if it's in your back burner, you really didn't forgive it. There's a difference between forget and not forget. Forgive and not and forget. What is he laughing at?
The baby's telling me to be good.
Oh,
Maybe good.
Obviously, she doesn't know me.
King of Wands, I have not forgot about you. I actually have an email. You're in the draft right now. Okay, I'm working on it.
Oh my God, you guys, this is funny. All right, but see, they even harass us in the live chat. This is fun.
Yep.
Yeah. So really, let it go, and you'll start to see it slowly change, but it's going to be slow.
Yeah.
Oh, the redheaded stepchild, he is.
All
I
right,
mean, we get to whoop on you. You'll beat you like a redheaded stepchild. Uh-huh.
I got 6 questions in the starred section, so we can close out the questions now.
Well, just leave it to the ones who said that you missed them, so we can make sure that they
Well, if they pop it back
in
in.
the inside. I'm at.
But KOW
Okay,
said.
So there's Roman has one. Let me see what time.
Roman has
Oh, you
one.
got it.
Mary
You got
Jean
it. You
has
got it.
one.
You got it.
Joby has one. Ramona has one. Katrina has one. Yeah, and we just finished the babies.
Cat must be hiding from me because I haven't seen her in here.
Yeah, she's right there. She even, I think she stole one of the CERN's Vippies.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
Did she love it, B? That's where it went.
She slid right out of my vision with that Vaseline. Okay.
Excuse me.
Is
Okay,
the
so fine.
Zimbond going to be equivalent to 1979?
I thought she took my
1079.
Vaseline with the Vippy.
I'm pretty
The,
sure they didn't have Zimbonds in 1079, but
my guess would be, well, it won't be 1790.
All right, what she wants to
1970.
know
or
if the
1907.
Zimbonds, when you get the money from the Zimbonds, will it be equivalent to when the dollar was held against the gold in the 70s? So that's what she's looking for. Are we going to get paid with the price of 1970, or are we going to get paid with the price of it now? You put too much Vaseline. That's why the year was off.
yes, the collective, the humanitarian projects will. Some people will be disappointed and left out of that option because they do have some sliding scales. Depends on how many you have, and and what your intentions are. If you just want it for personal use, I don't think you're going to get that maxed out. The base card,
like an average.
Yeah. The base card it's based on your humanitarian if you're doing those. But you got a yes.
Yeah, so that means like gasoline was 27 cents a gallon back then in the 70s.
Not in the 70s, it wasn't.
Well, not in your area.
Not in my area.
Well, and that's another thing. We need to understand that if things go back to the prices of the 1950s or whatever it was, this is not going to happen overnight.
Right.
It's not just going to drop down and you can buy a house for $20,000. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, but
Um,
the Zim bond, when they cash your Zim bond, the dollar now or whatever it's going to be is much higher value or less value than the 70s.
So I don't know what it was in 1979, but from what I understand, everything is based on whether you do projects or not. Not everybody wants to do projects, but you can still cash in a Zim bond.
Mhm.
So it really just depends on how much you need. All I know is that the first two Zim bonds are a 1-to-1, as far as I understand. And the rest of them, they've set a scale on it and they're going to cap it.
Well, let me
Do
check
the
something.
humanitarian projects, is that a prerequisite to doing humanitarian work?
No, no, you do not have to do a project. No, you can take
No, I mean,
80%.
if somebody wants to do a project but they don't have Zim.
Oh, no, you do not. No, you can do humanitarian no matter what you have or don't have. You can do that anytime you want to. But 80% of it goes to humanitarian. If you don't want to do a project, you can just donate money. Not everybody wants to start a project.
Okay, so I just went to what was the price of an ounce of gold in 1970 versus what is the ounce of gold now? So the
Mhm.
ounce of gold now is what, 2,100 some dollars, maybe
Mhm.
estimate. In 70, the price of gold was $35. So that's what if it goes back to the gold standard of
Oh, I
1970.
didn't ask on gold standard. I asked based on the Zim dollar. That's what
Yeah.
I asked.
Well, I think the Zim dollar is going to be based on the gold, right?
On current gold at 2,400 right now. So yeah.
Oh, it is 2,400. Okay.
Yep.
So okay, that's what we were wondering, if it's going to compare to the gold of 1970 as well as all the prices, or of the
Nope.
gold now.
It'll be current.
So can I ask a Bippy from that? Let me see where it is. I know you guys laugh at me. Funny.
No,
This is
he's
very.
assumed the position when
I
he's
know.
leaning back and the arms are
I'm
crossed. He's
looking
just like,
for it so I can get this corrected. Okay, hold on one second. All right, we all know that we needed the Zim bond of 2008. Agriculture, right? Look at both of them. Wow. All right.
yeah.
However, Deb came across the Zim bond from Banknote World that said the Zimbabwe banknote 2008 replacement,
Yeah.
and it's $3,000, almost, yeah, $3,000. What's the difference? Is that the one that they need, the replacement one, or
It's the zig. No, that's just a zig. It's just money. What you need for humanitarian are the double A's, the 2008s and 9s, the double A's, circulated or uncirculated, it doesn't matter.
I didn't. I saw A and I didn't think of it as double A. You got it. All right, perfect. So would that be a value after the Zim comes out? Would that be a higher value than $3,000?
Yeah, the zig will reevaluate. It will go up. So that's just their everyday dollars. The bonds are banknotes. They have to honor those. It's contractual. But their actual physical currency, that'll reevaluate as well.
Yeah, it's just like the dinar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no more Vaseline Bippies. You know what? I could pull these questions out of my head so quickly, guys. All right, next.
Ramona, been wrestling with if I should remain single. Any advice?
I don't know if you're going to get anybody, Ramona, with that big old sword in your hand there on your avatar.
Let's see. Well, I would say trust your gut, trust your intuition. What does it say?
Well, it depends on how you feel comfortable.
If you've been wrestling, that means there's a part of you that doesn't want to be single.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, free will.
secretly you want a partner. Absolutely. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's a good emotional contract you should have. You just need to you should get excited. You're going to find your king of cups. There he is. He's right there in the corner.
Yeah.
But this,
Can I
but
be the
this,
flower girl, please?
this is a reminder to make sure that you have control over your emotions and you just don't open the door to anybody.
Not
Okay.
not anybody. He reaches for the stars. You got to make sure you can hold
There
his
you go.
feet down.
But yeah, the base card is the Ace of Pentacles. God wants you to have somebody as well. He will give you that gift.
Yeah,
It's
mine's
the-
going
you
in
know-
the fifth. I'm gonna wait. I'm going to New Gaia for mine.
There you go.
Joby, may I please know my main soul contract?
Interesting. What I can come up with.
Oh.
No.
No, you may not.
No, you may not.
Well, there's
No, it's
secrets.
it.
Yeah.
It's a secret. It is not for me to tell you.
Wow.
My
No.
guess would be if you want to know what your main soul contract is, you need to meditate on that and ask the creator yourself.
Well, what I got was basically like the first chakra. You need to ground yourself more, but that's not a contract. But I think once you ground yourself, you'll probably get a better answer.
Well, the Queen of Wands comes in. So now she's a healer shaman, but she's very grounded. I mean,
Mhm.
she's a go-getter, but this is action that you need to take. So they're requiring you to do a little work before they'll release that information. So even me using divination tools, sometimes they won't let me answer.
Yeah, I wasn't getting any either,
And
but
if
the
you
only
take
thing
that
I was
card,
getting was a little
you're pointing at
vibration
the
in
black
the.
cat.
I was getting a little vibration on the grounding shot, the first chakra. So, got to get back in nature. You're a healer, so maybe look into something like that.
Yeah. And don't let the answer of no, we can't tell you right now. Don't let this is unnecessary worry and anxiety. Don't worry about it. It's not like it's some master plan to keep it from you, but they want you to wrap up some things that may be burdening you and heavy weight right now before they get into that. They want you to settle this. Oh, close that door before you open another one. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but do we even know what our own soul contracts are? I don't think we
Oh
do.
no, because it's so fractaled out. They're only going to focus on one little part of it. So
You need to buy a black cat.
A what?
A black cat.
I have some.
For
Well, you had one on your card that you were pointing to. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, well, yeah. It just means if a cat can turn his back to you, then they can trust you. She's very trustworthy, is full of integrity. So they just take some action and work on yourself.
Did yours come back?
No, Sable, Mr. Thumbsies is still out hunting or something.
Mm-hmm.
Lee had a dream about him last night, so that's a good sign. Maybe.
Okay. Did was he a Lyran and had to go back to report?
They're both Lyrans.
Yeah. Did they have to go back and?
I can see.
Oh, I snuck in a Vibe.
Oh,
Mhm.
Lord.
Can you all suggest any special kind of soap besides Dawn dish detergent to remove thick Vaseline? Just asking.
I don't have it.
You don't have it.
I don't
That
use
was a
Dawn.
false alarm?
No, I don't use Dawn. It takes the
Do
grease out.
you have a Vippy or not?
Apparently had to go back home and help. Yep.
Yes. He was tired of being dressed as a cat.
Okay. Mary Jean wants to know, will my dragon tell me their name?
If you focus in on it, you trust your, you talk about trusting your intuition of downloads that you get. Yeah. If you guys are interested, I have some dragon decks that if you want me to do a dragon show,
Ooh.
I could do that. Now, not everyone has a dragon, but we could look into both tarot and the decks and see if you do. You might have more than one.
Merlin has at least one.
Yeah,
But
Terry
they
is doing
talk,
that here.
the
Go ahead.
decks talk about where they come from and
Nice.
the cosmic balance of what type of dragon you have. And then um, sometimes they may not give me a full name, but sometimes they give me initials. So, yeah.
Yeah, and if you sit on them long enough, Vaseline helps.
Well, they don't particularly like that.
Don't put it on the dragon saddle. You'll slide right off. Okay.
Terry says
Uh,
mineral oil, Jen. That'll
mineral
help get rid of the gasoline. I don't have that either, Terry.
Well,
Sorry.
I'm going to give Jules castor oil. We're going to get this baby to get here. I'm just saying.
The last one in the start section. Roman, any insight I might ask about myself or for myself?
Just general reading, okay?
Yeah. And I'll go through the chat just to make sure we got it.
That's another one. Amazing. Interesting. Woman, I hope you're enjoying our family here. You look like you fit in very well.
No, you're not the odd man out.
What?
The odd man out. Not just
Okay.
odd.
Roman, this spirit's picking up that you feel really stuck right now, beat down, wore out, that you're just kind of keeping your head above water. You feel trapped, worn out, okay? But as long as you keep fighting, keep standing up, keep going, all right? It can change really fast. You're going to start a new beginning and overcome all of that adversity. So if it feels like that you just treading water right now, it's temporary because you're just going through a lesson. You're going to be all right. Those things are going to change. Wheel of Fortune, because you're stronger. You're going to tame that beast. So this is a cycle. All right. That Wheel of Fortune is just a cycle. You've hit one in your life, but you're going to be fine. The base card is the Empress, and she just represents being reground yourself into Gaia, and that helps bring that abundance into the future. Okay. I hope that resonates with you, Roman.
I believe that's it. Check your coffee page one last time.
All right. Nope. No
And
more
I
coffee.
have one.
Okay.
Jules would like to know, and thank you, Jules, for the coffee and the question. Does Kiki, my cat, have lung cancer?
Sit.
Oh,
Does Kiki have what?
lung cancer?
Go ahead, sit down. Kiki have cancer.
I'm getting a yes.
If there is a yes,
There may be more.
yeah, stomach. Something in the stomach, in that area.
Yes, I get spread.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, that's a very strong yes.
Mhm.
This is healing and optimism, but that's my doctor vet card. So you might want to, if you want an official diagnosis,
Okay, stay here.
a lot of times they can prolong it. The death card comes in, it's going to be a slow process if you do decide to do that.
Down. 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 Excuse me.
You have anything else other or any more from
Nope.
your phone?
I just wanted to say something when Schneider rudely barked to Roman.
It wasn't
never
rude.
noticed.
He was
I
saying
never
hi.
noticed.
You didn't notice he barked?
No, I didn't.
He's very good at telling me someone's out there. Um, Roman, I watched Saturday's show, King of Cups, and you've been saying a lot of stuff like you're confined, you lost your car, and all that stuff. The only prison you are in is if your mind allows you to be in that prison. Do your spiritual work, do meditation, and you can actually work on all of those confinements. Don't let your head believe you're in a prison. Yeah, I was not able to be on that show, so I just wanted to make a note that if I saw you come back on, I wanted to let you know you have all the potential of what you
She
want to
froze.
manifest, but you have to be in the right frame.
You
Okay.
glitched.
That's it. Oh, really?
Yep.
Which
Yep.
part?
You froze with your
Yep.
eyes closed. We thought you were just napping.
Napping on.
Again in another
Yeah,
timeline?
yes.
Well, I guess it wasn't meant to have you hear it. Sorry. No,
Yeah,
don't be.
and
Don't. You have to be in a
nobody
different.
wants to hear it, but your patience is being tested as well.
It's okay. I like sleeping. Yeah, just you work on your meditation, work on your forgiveness, work on your letting go of traumas, and your manifestation will get you further out of where you're at right now.
Yeah, and it's okay to ask your creator if you've gone through a hard time, lost things, then look at your creator and go, all right, this is what I want in return.
Mhm. Yeah. Maybe like we were talking about soul contracts, your soul contract to see how you're going to get out of that.
Yeah. How
So
you
you need
a lot of our patience testing is how you handle it.
to. Yeah, that's all. But we love you.
Yep. I
Just
told
sit back.
Nadia yesterday I have a new phrase. It just seems like I say it a lot. Is something new shows up and I just go, well, alrighty then. So okay.
Well, bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
Alrighty. I think that takes care of it. I'll be on tomorrow at my usual time.
Okay.
Then you have the round table on Friday.
Yep, I'll be doing the potpourri. I've got readings this afternoon, and then tomorrow is Israel's actual birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to Israel
Happy
again.
birthday, Israel.
And Friday I will host, and then Saturday it's party time.
Party? Party? Did somebody
Having
say
a
party?
party. Yep.
Then I'll be on Sunday.
Okay,
We are good.
we good.
Before we do say sayonara, and I
Yeah,
go
we
back
do.
to my discernment, do we have a topic for next week?
Well, you're starting early, aren't you?
Well, I
Well,
had
it's
to.
good. It's good. Well, we sometimes need a little extra time, so yeah, that's
The
Yeah, I had to cram last night and early this morning. So,
That's what you do every week, isn't it?
shh.
Nobody knows yet.
That's what I do.
We were talking about something that was pretty interesting. Colors.
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 We were talking about black if it
True
absorbs or
colors.
reflects, white if it absorbs or reflects. Have we been taught the wrong way? Because if you see people in the desert, they wear black, but black absorbs. So how does it fool you? I've also known that white is all colors and black is no colors, void of colors. But is it true or not?
Yeah.
So I was just trying to see if that would be a topic worthy or not worthy.
That's an interesting topic.
Well, we can study it. And anybody out there that's colorblind, you can't watch the show. So,
Well, they will never know. Green
Then
or
you
red?
got it.
Yeah. And maybe
Marcy, the babies are feeling better. The girls are back in school. Little man, they're just snotty little kids, petri dishes. The puking has stopped, so that's good. But Lee ran a fever last night, and I had a mild one this morning.
No.
So I'm like, no.
You Just
Yeah, Jojo, that's what I thought. I thought
tell
that
that
white
to go
was
away.
all colors, but
Yeah.
it, that's one of the colors that I use for general healing, like if I have to. But then they said no, it actually, if you hold one color away from black, then that's the color it shows. And I'm going, now I'm totally confused. So I don't know which way is up or down right now with these colors.
Well, we'll look into it. I did pull one card for the Repair Evolution and Growth Oracle. And today is for this is for the whole collective. It says balance is needed in relationships. Don't ask me why she's just wearing her underwear, but she is. Okay.
She's ready for the party.
I guess. Make sure all of your relationships are equal and balanced with giving and receiving. If they are out of rhythm, then the other is sacrificing and can't sustain itself. Therefore, it will create more obstacles to overcome. Know you are worthy and deserve respect in all ways. And that, obviously, there we've had some of that in the chat today. That card was very needed. You are not a doormat. You are worthy of equal respect and love. You're not.
Don't
What
you
was that?
Vaseline on my back.
Exactly. And if you have to pretend to be something you're not, so the other person can love you, then that you're not worthy enough.
You're
for
not
that.
being you.
You're not being you.
Why?
Exactly.
Find
Holding
your
your hand
voice.
I hear nothing. All right. Love and light to you all.
Yep.
And I will
Love
see
ya.
you tomorrow.
Schneider loves
All right.
you too. Right?
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.